I first met with Eleanor back in October 2008 at a Parks Board meeting that was dealing with the issue of the restoration of the big hollow tree in Stanley Park. I had just set about making a documentary about what was going to happen with the hollow tree, and it was on the agenda at Parks Board. And Eleanor had come out to speak on behalf of saving the hollow tree, and she gave an incredibly passionate, fiery speech that just totally blew me away. And I tracked her down in the hallway afterwards and just commended her on her amazing words, and asked if she would be willing to be a part of my documentary, to which she agreed. And then moving on from there, I interviewed her several times for the film, and we made some trips out to the hollow tree, and yeah, she became a big part of that project. And we stayed friends ever since. So Eleanor was a very private individual. She was a very stubborn individual. She really believed in her convictions and her principles, and was just relentless in her pursuit of what she felt was right and what she felt was just, both in her public life as well as in her private life. She could be a challenge to be friends with, because there was just simply no compromising with her. So you had to be kind of flexible with her, and willing to to go with what she wanted. But she was also a very funny person. She was very passionate, and she was very fun to be around. She could get very philosophical, especially after a glass of wine. So yeah, we had a good time together. We'd often go on walks down to English Bay, or just hang out in her apartment and chat. And I would tell her about the films that I was working on, and she would tell me stories, from her past, as well as different campaigns that she'd been involved in over the years. So yeah, I'll say that Eleanor, her whole identity revolved around her engagement in public life and in fighting for what she believed in. Yeah, with Eleanor's absence in Parks Board now, especially, I think we all need to kind of step up and fill her shoes.